Hey guys, this is Kevin with MixCoach. I just did an interview with Joe Carrell, and it is just after this short video from me, a video announcement, I guess. I wanted to let you guys know that during the course of this interview, my fan on my laptop started getting really noisy. So you won't notice it in the beginning, but toward the end, you'll start to hear the fan kick on my laptop. It's something that just happens when they get too hot. I guess this interview was too hot. Anyways, just want to let you know that I heard the noise. I tried to fix it. It seemed to only hurt things because I don't have all the tools in this video program as I do in my studio. So anyway, I hope you enjoy this interview from Joe Carrell. There's a special announcement, so make sure you watch it till the end, okay? Thanks for watching. Bye. Hey guys, it's Kevin with MixCoach. I'm sitting here with my good friend Joe Carrell. Some of you guys have seen some of the interviews we've done with Joe before. Joe is just a valuable, he's just a wealth of knowledge when it comes to mixing because Joe, like myself, has spent years and years sweating over a hot console, right, Joe?
Yeah, or control surface.
Or control surface, a not so hot control surface.
That's right.
But anyway, hey, I wanted to sit down and talk to Joe, just mainly because we can. Joe is in Nashville on Music Row right now, and I am in California right now. So Joe and I try to catch up every now and then, and just wanted to Joe. So tell the guys a little bit of what you're working on these days.
Oh gosh, I've actually got 3 or 4 projects going at once, which working in Pro Tools is making that possible. I'm producing a 5-song like acoustic pop EP for a lady named Jen Cove. It's going to be her first product ever. I'm doing a country, kind of a pop country single, producing for Taji Bachman, which I had done a record for her about 1.5 years ago. So that's fun. And then I've got 2 full mixes going of Christian artists, kind of, traditional. A couple of the songs are going to have big orchestra and all that kind of stuff going on. So running the gamut right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the way you do it. Well, and you've recently moved to a new studio down on Music Row, right?
I did. Last time we spoke, in fact, you came for MixCoach last weekend or last year, MixCoach Experience. That's about 1 year ago, right?
It was.
Yeah,
it was 1 year ago.
I was over at Soundstage. The record company that owns that building needed the space that I was in they to convert it into a video suite. So I had to find a new home. So I moved a couple blocks over to a new room on 19th. It's working out great. I got a full tracking space now. Instead of just a control room and 1 booth, I have 4 booths and a large tracking space too. So a little more room for clients, that come in to observe mixes or approve mixes, doing vocals here. They can have their entourage.
Right.
So it's worked out well for me, Kevin. It really has.
I heard the other studio was putting a Pokemon Go site right there in your studio, and that's why I don't know, that may just be
I had to get out. I had to get out.
Too much traffic.
That's right.
No, so Joe, I've noticed on your Facebook and some, I get your post in my stream, some of the funny memes that you do.
I knew where he was going, man. I get that a lot. I get that all. I'll go to I'll work, wherever I'm working. The assistant be like, "Man, I love that picture."
Yeah. So I love those things. It's always nice to inject a little humor there in what we do.
For me, it's like 10 minutes. I can not be doing a mix, and I can, or sometimes even something that happens to us on a daily basis inspires the meme. You're like, oh my God, I got to find an old black and white picture that relates to this, and if I think it's funny, surely a lot of other guys do too, Yeah. And I got a shout out from Rupert Neve on one of them. So.
Oh, you did?
That made my year right there.
You went viral.
Yeah. Even he don't know who I am from the. I don't care.
You went knee viral. You see what I did there?
Yeah, I do. I like that. Yeah.
No. So Joe and I have been talking a little bit, and I wanted to take a little bit of time and introduce Joe, because Joe, like I mentioned a few minutes ago, is such a. We were talking a few minutes ago. We've mixed a lot of the same even on some of the same projects for some of the same artists in the same
Yeah.
genres of music. And Joe and I have become kindred spirits over the last I don't know what, 15, 20 years even.
Probably.
We've been
Yeah.
knowing each
Yeah.
other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're getting old.
But Joe has gotten a lot of Dove. You've won Dove Awards, right?
A couple.
A
Yeah.
couple of Dove Awards.
Yeah.
You've been nominated a bunch of times, but Joe has been nominated for several Grammys too. Correct, Joe?
Uh, two.
Two.
I lost both. I managed to lose 2 Grammys.
No, but you were nominated for Grammys, which is like
Yes,
a great thing, man.
I'm proud. I'm proud of it.
So, what was it like? Did you get to go to the ceremony and everything?
I was too. I could have, but I was so busy with work here. You know, it just didn't work out. So I would
too busy baking to eat the cake, right?
That's exactly right. Hey, and that's an expensive trip, man. You know, so in addition to losing out on the work, I was going to be selling out some funds. So
yeah, because
yeah.
They make you pay to find out if you win or not, right?
That's exactly right. So I stayed home and just had my phone with me, and that way, you know, I could, you know, because both instances, the producer went, so they could tell me whether we won or not. And,
right.
Yeah.
Well, cool.
But you're right. Just the nomination was a lot of fun.
Yeah. You know, that sounds cliche, but that's honestly the truth. I mean, it's like just to be put in a category with some of the guys that you put in the category with is a win, you know?
That's very true. Yeah. It's nice resume boosters, if nothing else. Nothing else. Yeah.
Okay, so switching just a little bit. Joe and I were talking, and I wanted to kind of make an announcement. Joe and I are very similar backgrounds and stuff, and I think Joe's a wealth of knowledge here. And I wanted to, I have somehow persuaded Joe to submit some articles and some tutorials and some of his famous memes to the MixCoach community. So be looking for some of Joe's articles on MixCoach and on the MixCoach Facebook wall, as well as his wall. And Joe, I'm really looking forward to seeing what you got coming up, man.
I am too. I don't get to spend very much time doing it, but seeing like stuff that you've done over the years. Graham Cochran, which is a mutual friend of ours. The Pensado. Everybody's seen a few episodes of Pensado and stuff. It was always appealing to me, So this will be my
awesome.
outlets. Yeah, so
awesome.
It'll be fun.
Well,
it'll be fun.
So
look forward to it.
Trying to figure out a way to make it memorable. Joe's really right there on the front line of the music business, right there in Nashville on Music Row, working in the same building as some of the best, hottest, brightest producers and songwriters in the music business. So Joe's literally coming from the front line. So Joe, I'm really looking forward to seeing some of your insight. Some of the conversation that we just had a few minutes ago. You were talking about some of the mentality of some of the kind of powers that be in Nashville and how they're really forward thinking. And I'm looking forward to in the future getting some articles from you on how people in the MixCoach community can not only rise to the standard, but actually kind of go toward the future. And as Wayne Gretzky said, skate to where the puck is going to be.
Right.
Yeah, so
it worked for him. Yeah,
and it did, and it sounds like it's working for you too, man.
I hope so. I'm still paying the bills, so there you go.
Yeah. Well, I just wanted to kind of take the little time here and make a formal introduction to Joe for the guys who haven't seen some of his awesome memes. Take a look at them, and Joe is going to be submitting some articles for us to post in the next week or so, if you can find time in your crazy schedule, Joe.
Yeah, Dan shared me. That's Kevin's assistant, by the way. Shared a little document with some questions that some of your viewers wanted answered. Number one was delays. So how about we do that one first?
That sounds great, man. That sounds great. So, guys, be looking for an article from Joe and some regularly occurring articles and tutorials and insight from Joe. If you want to reach out to Joe, you can reach him at Joe at mixcoach.com for the easiest way to to contact him, or just comment in the comment section. And Joe, you take a look at Facebook every now and then, don't you?
About every day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
It is 2016.
It is. Yep.
Yeah.
Well, so guys, I just wanted to introduce Joe to the guys who didn't know. Joe, wanted to welcome you to the MixCoach community of contributors. Such great minds contributing to this community, and I appreciate it.
Man, I'm looking forward to it, Kevin.
All right. See you guys.